Hey, you guys. PPS, how you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Let me go and shut off this music, even though it's kind of cool, huh? Groovy. Groovy, groovy. So who's all on the line? We've got Sandra, Thomas, Dan, Mike, Chris, Brian. Let's go and jump in. There's going to be a couple people coming on a little bit late. They are trying to get home. So are you guys back at home? I'm glad you made it back safely. I'm still in Florida. Is anyone still here in Florida? What, today's Wednesday? Did anyone make a vacation out of it? The weather's been beautiful as well this week, as well as it was in the weekend. It's been like in the 70s. But I want to go and jump in. I do want to give a few minutes for people get on the line. Let's see. All right. Well, I want you to know, I want to kind of reinforce a couple of things. That's another reason why I want to do this webinar. I definitely want to get your questions answered. I want to show you some updates. But I also want to reinforce, because the more you see this, because it is so new, the more you hear it, the more you see it, the more it becomes familiar. And when it becomes familiar is when you really start seeing the next levels to it. You can, it's kind of like, you're at square one and you're trying to go on a 1,000-mile journey. And some of you have heard this before. And, it's like you can't really see that destination. You can't really see the 1,000 miles ahead of you. It's kind of like you're driving your car at night and your headlights only go about 30 yards in front of you. That's all you can see. But you end up getting to your destination. And that's kind of how this is with direct marketing as well. It's because because it is so new, because it is so complex, it's hard to see the 1,000 miles ahead of you. But as long as you see the 30 yards in front of you and you just keep making progress, you will get there. And when you get there, the rewards are huge. So now 1,000 miles isn't, I want to try to get you to 1,000 miles in a matter of weeks, which most clinic owners, most people, it takes years and years and years for them to really truly understand direct marketing. So we're taking the accelerated route. Hey, Lily, Charles, Brian, welcome you guys. So let me go and jump in. We're going to give a couple of minutes for people, but let me go and jump in. I'm going to see, I don't have my multiple screens like I normally do, so bear with me. I'm going to try to share my screen with you guys. Let me see if I can, let's go ahead and start with this though, because I want to start with, here's the deal. If you don't follow through, if you don't really start learning and mastering direct marketing and really how to create a machine, because there's a lot of different ways of direct marketing, but really for me, the only way is creating a machine that runs forever, requires little maintenance, and it actually makes you money so that you don't have to pay the cost of advertising. So as people pay before you even see them, it just what do you say? It just counts out the cost of your advertising, which is pretty amazing. And so, but if you don't do that, then you're going to have to rely on word of mouth, which is great. I mean, I love word of mouth, but the only problem is that it's not reliable. It's not consistent. It's not very stable for most people. So you can't just rely on that alone. And definitely we don't want to go door to door anymore because it devalues us. And then also advertising, you don't have to do the direct, mailing, postcards, magazine, newspaper ads, all those costly things that it's only just a one-time shot. And you kind of hope and pray when you shoot those out there. It's not, and if you want to do it again, which this type of advertising you have to do again and again and again, you have to pay that expensive cost again. So I don't prefer that. I just don't like that. But some are trying to take the social media route. They're trying to post things all the time, and they just spin their wheels. And it's great to be on social media, especially when you have an employee doing it. But most do not monetize it. So when you really look at all the different alternatives and options, really there is no option. There really is no choice. You have to, for me, if you really want to have a growing business into the future, really create a legacy, really do it the smart way, the wise way, you're going to create a direct marketing machine. So that's why we're here today. Just so you guys know, I can't see. I'm gonna kind of flip back to the chat screen every once in a while. But and what's special about this, like I said, I just mentioned all these points. Now, what I'm going to say though is it is complex. And just like I was saying at the conference, if it doesn't make you uncomfortable, if it doesn't make you feel frustrated and really challenges you to really take a deep breath and really stick to it and really learn something new and really start figuring and understanding things that are on a little complex, more level when it comes to a really huge skill in business, it's not making you grow. So I want you to know that it's normal to feel a little confused. It's normal to feel frustrated. And you getting over that, and this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this today as well. Even though there's a party going on right now, there's a pre-party for the cruise that I'm going on, I decided not to do that. I wanted to spend time with you guys. So hopefully you guys appreciate that. And then, once again, if you want to try to have somebody else do direct marketing for you because so many people think you are not smart enough to do it, I disagree. I believe that I will be successful in helping each and every one of you. Leave no man behind, no clinic behind. Each and every one of you do extremely well and be successful with this. So if you feel like you don't want to do it, then really the only alternative for you to pay $2,000 for some agency or coach or consultant to do it for you, and you'll be paying $2,000 a month every month. I know all the programs out there. This is the way it is. Or they will have you do it on your own, but they're going to charge $30,000. So, all right. So, which do you prefer? I hope you're taking notes. You got your pen out because this is the best way, bar none. So, all right. Top 3 mistakes. I'm not going to go over that right now. I do want to revisit this though. Why are you doing the direct marketing? I want you to get your mindset correct first. It is not out of fear. I know that you may be having a drop in your volume. You may be having empty slots. You might be seeing a decrease in your revenue, but I want you to have faith. I want you to have faith that no matter what happens, you're always going to have a roof over your head, food on the table, clothes on your back. You've got your hands, your eyes to see. You've got legs that work. You've got your health. You've got everything that you need and you're blessed with, because there's a lot of people who don't have even a fraction of what you got. There's people who can't see. There's people who can't move, walk. There's people who have no business. You know, you have a business of your own. I mean, you have so much to be grateful for. So I want you to get yourself into a mindset where you're wanting to do this because there are so many people out there who need you, that need you even more than the ones who's being referred to you by physicians. But they just don't know about you, and you want them to know about your solutions so that they can solve their big problems. And the second thing is, some of you are just copying my low back. It's a sample, an example I put out there, but I really want you to think about a big, big problem that you solve. And because the bigger the problem, the more you're gonna, the more you're gonna make, the more results you're gonna get. So, and then you really have to have a big solution. That way you can personalize that content uniquely for yourself, but really have something structured. And in the DM Marketing Club, we're really going to focus on these things. We're also going to show you how to maximize and convert your leads into committed investing prospects. We're going to show you how to do that. There's another machine that we're going to be creating that even drives in more, but the one we're doing today is the basic one. And then also really understanding the setup and really understanding that you can't just throw something together, throw it out there and advertise and expect that people are going to bite, people are going to jump on it, because Too many clinics, too many practice owners are doing that. They're just throwing out ads and they're spraying it all over, throwing out stuff, and they're praying, wishing, and that's, you know, just one-time things, and that's just not working. And I've tried it before too, over the last 20 years of being in practice, and it just doesn't work. And lastly, the biggest, most important thing is that you can run it forever. So that way, the time you spend in setting it up, planning it, strategizing it, it's going to work for you forever. So those are the big things to why we're doing this here tonight. All right, let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you. I made some revisions to the 4 tools page. The 4 tools page. So let me go and change my screen. Let me, right now, before I go to that screen, are there any questions? What's on the top of your mind? What's on the top of your mind first? Throw out questions. I know that some of you filled out the survey when you were registering for this. Some of you probably didn't even know about it, that there is a survey on that confirmation page. So there were a few things that you felt like you wanted to cover tonight, but throw it out now, because I want to get an idea of where to focus this precious time that we have, because we don't have, I don't want to be here for like 2 hours, because I know it's late for you guys. Although it'd be worth it because this is such an important topic. So I want you to throw out your questions so that I can really hone in and focus. But this new page that I created for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and share it now. Hold on. Okay, so this new screen, all right. So the same 4 tools page, you guys, you can go to that 4 tools page. You should have all your other browser tabs closed, though. I want you guys to have all your other browser tabs closed, except for this one, the webinar tab. But you can open up one more browser, because if you don't have, if people are on Netflix, if they're using the bandwidth of your Wi-Fi, you're probably not getting a good connection. So make sure you do that now, and give you a second to close out everything. I want to make sure but we redid the 4 tools page to make it much more easier for you to get to the sections that you want. There's some videos. What do you guys think of this page? Who's already seen it? Who's already seen it? Sorry, you guys, you're going to see this infinite screen because sometimes I need to get back to the chat page. All right, so Charles says we had to leave before the Facebook ad creation and the MailerLite connection. All right. I will make sure, Charles, I think the best thing for you is if you make sure you add me to your ads manager, which is on this page. So if you go to the ads manager, if you go to Facebook here, just go ahead and click. It's got, if you're on your desktop, you can see this little kind of like a menu that scrolls along on the side. Just click on Facebook. You watch this video and add me to your ads manager account. And then also add me to that newly created Facebook page. And I can show you how to do that. But if you do that, that's the fastest way, because then I can go in and I can make sure to help you set up everything properly. So for example, if your page, let's just say this is your newly created page, all you have to do is go to settings, and go to page roles, and then just type in my name, and you should see me. Oh, well, I'm already here, but you would just type, you would see me, and then you can add me as an admin, and then I will have admin. I can't see your personal Facebook, nothing like that, just this one page. And then watch this video to add me to your ads account, your ads manager account. And that's going to be the fastest way for you to get launched. Now, Chris, not sure all the hooks and settings are correct. Okay, so Chris, I think, let me go ahead and show you guys that I have a chart here of everyone. I think what's, it looks like NV Pediatric, you do have Stripe. So I will be creating your payment page. I can do that right after we get done with this webinar tonight. And that way we can get your payment page out to you. And then I believe we have access to your website. So NV Pediatric, yep, we're the ones who designed it, so we'll have access to that. So I can definitely help you get that finished up. Very nice. Now, one thing I'm going to say to you, Chris, actually Peds therapist, is I think I'm going to make a couple of changes to that choose page where it's very similar to the campaign that we ran where it's asking, is it hyperactivity, poor behavior? Is it sensory? Is it sensitivity to bright lights, crowds, noises? Is it developmental issues, torticollis, whatever your primary solutions are? I think I'm going to want to do that for the PEDS practices instead of having just one focused problem. What do you guys think of that? Either way is fine. We can try the one focus one and see how that does. Or we can have it go to where they choose which one. We can do that as well. Sandra and Thomas, your MailerLite's not working. Well, the biggest thing with MailerLite, I know you guys were talking to me. I think the best way, it sounds like you guys aren't able, Sandra, and tell me if I'm wrong, it sounds like you guys are not able to get your domain email. You're still using like an Outlook email. In order to create a MailerLite account, you have to have an email at the domain of your website. So right now your website is backinactionphysicaltherapy.org. So you would need to have an email that is from this domain, backinactionphysicaltherapy.org. If you don't, they won't open up an email platform for you. So if you cannot get an email with your domain, because IndyFeed's not hosting this, we didn't create this. But we did create you a workaround. So what we can do is create you an email with this, which is fine, and use that for your direct marketing. And then once you're done and getting ready to launch, then we will forward this to your .org. So if anyone tries to go to backinactionphysicaltherapy.net, they'll be forwarded to your current identity website, which is .org. So we'll have to create you an email from your direct marketing, which is fine because it's the same thing, Back in Action Physical Therapy. So no one's going to question the connection. So that's what we're going to have to do there with you guys. So make sure, Sandra and Thomas, you guys contact me, and I'll set up an email for you tonight, and I can email you the password so you guys can log in. Then you can create another MailerLite account with the new email, and they should approve that pretty quickly. Lily, I want to know how to align clinic schedule with Acuity because they do not talk. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to set aside, which is not a bad thing to do. If you have, for instance, if your clinic hours is 9 to 5 or 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and you do have slots available, I'm assuming that's one of the reasons you want to do the direct marketing machine, is because you have slots available. So condensing your schedule, making people fit, creating like a little waiting list. That way, like on certain days, you have available for your exams, your promo exams. But you can also do it on weekends because a lot of people, that's good for them as well because they work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. So if you have some time on Saturdays or Sundays is a little tough, but also on the evenings, like certain evenings if you have some time. But condensing your schedule and making people bend a little bit and fit in, that's good practice, even if you're not doing these promo exams. So, Lily, there's some decisions to make, but you got to have faith that this does work, meaning condensing your schedule so that you say, you know what, I'm not going to schedule anybody on Monday mornings and Friday afternoons, and I'm going to make everybody fit in. That is important to do when you have empty slots because that's the quickest way to grow. If you have sporadic empty slots all throughout the week, they just fall through the cracks. You end up losing money. So this is just a really good way to do that. That way you can do your promo exams on Monday mornings, Friday afternoons. The bookends. The bookends are usually the most cancels, no-show rates. All right, Charles, make sure that you guys add me to your Facebook Ads Manager and your page. All right, so Mike, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like this new page that makes it easy to get to where you need to go. I really, really want you guys, I want to help you get this launched quickly so you can start reaping the benefits. And you guys, even though PPS is over, I will work with you for the next 30, 60, 90 days, whatever it takes for you to really benefit from this. So don't think I'm going to leave you hanging. Also, Chris says, speaking with the therapist, you really like that approach. Okay, yeah, Chris, we can do that. We can modify it for you where the ad is more general to any developmental problems, kind of like the PEDS example I showed you. Might as well follow that. We'll kind of do a modified version of that for you. So I can switch up the quiz. You just need to tell me, Chris, make sure you write this down. Write down your best solutions, whether it's for sensory, developmental, torticollis, feeding, handwriting, whatever it is. I don't want to see a list of like 12 things though. I want your best solutions. That's really important. Make sure you give me that, and then I will set up your choose page where they will click one of those, and then they'll get to your exam opt-in page. Daniel. All right, so Daniel, you guys need the payment page. I want to make sure that you guys understand the fastest way, because I'm going through, we're going through this graph chart to make sure that everyone is getting everything they need. But I want you to go to indiefree.com/support. I want to make sure you guys do that. So here, let me do this. Make sure that you guys are sending a ticket. Make sure you go to this URL and then submit a ticket. And if you do that, you're going to get the fastest response. So I want you to do that. All right. So Brian, you want your payment page? All right. I think you might have already submitted a ticket. I think yours is the next one. I think I might have already created it. I will definitely get it to you either tonight, right after the webinar, or first thing in the morning. I'm really devoting a lot of my time to getting this done, getting you guys live. You added me to your, Charles, you added me to your Facebook page. All right, very good. Your MailerLite account cannot be on a Gmail account. Let me see if I have, I don't think I have you. It has to, MailerLite won't approve a MailerLite account, a new account with Gmail. You have to have a domain. So do we have one? Let's see, Mid-County, Mid-County. Oh, it looks like I have yours. Let me see. So your account is in here. Did they? Maybe when you opened it, you used your Mid-County. Did you change it? Because I didn't think they approved accounts without the domain email. That's odd. I'm very, you must have changed this. Did you change it, Charles? Because I didn't think MailerLite approved accounts with non-domain emails. But as long as it's working, it's fine. I mean, it looks like I can get access to it. Looks like I can get access to, let's see, did you guys create the 2 groups? The 9x3? No, you didn't create the 2 groups. So if you watch the video here, you guys, under auto email setup, I'm sorry. Okay, so during the personalization, oh, it's under the Lightbox. So you're gonna wanna go and connect your MailerLite from your opt-in page, from the button that opens up that Lightbox. But you also want to create 2 groups. And so if you watch that video, you'll see, but you want a 9x3 leads group. And then you also want a 9x3 buyers group. That way from this screen, when somebody clicks on this button, they want the voucher, when they put in their name and email, you should take this phone out. This is for STL Pain PT. But they put their name and email, it's going to go into your leads group, and that's going to trigger your automation. So if you look at auto email setup, I'll go ahead and put a video here for you guys, Charles, so that you guys can see exactly how to set up your automation in your, so all you do is click on automation. It's very simple. I'm not going to do it now just because of the bandwidth issue. I don't want to, you're just going to create a new workflow. I'll put up a video and I'll stick it right here so that you guys can watch it, follow it. It will take you about, literally about 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll do that. Mindy, you're ready to rock and roll. Yes, I received your email. Mindy, because you are in a rural, more of a smaller town, anything in the Midwest, anything in smaller towns, we have to make a revision to your machine. Just so you know, you can't follow the general example one that I gave. So Mindy, I'm going to be working on making some of those revisions either tonight or tomorrow morning. And make sure that your pixel is set up properly. But I know you got most everything done, so it shouldn't take very long. And it shouldn't take me very long to make the revisions, kind of modify. It's not really revisions, but more modifications, just to make it work better. Smaller areas, we have to make a little bit of a modification. But if you're in a larger populated area, then you can get away with the example that I used. All right, yeah, Brian, you did submit a ticket, got it. So Charles, you opened it with your Gmail account. That's very interesting. Well, that's cool. I'm wondering then with Sandra, what you might want to send me your login for your MailerLite. I'm wondering why you're having issues creating. What domain did you put into MailerLite when you're opening up your account? So let me know that. Because really, I think this MailerLite account, that's the only thing that you guys, I think that's the only thing that's holding you back. I don't have your, oh, so you guys back in action, you guys completed your Stripe. Make sure you add james@indyfree.com as an admin user on your Stripe. Oh, I think you already did that. I'm gonna have to go in and check. Let me see if I can do that real quick right now. Well, I'll do it right after this. I'll do it right after we're done. I won't do it right now. Oh, I see. So Sandra and Thomas, you use back in action. You use the .net, and MailerLite is not approving it because there's no information on that home page. You need to have some information on that home page. Okay, that one is going to, what we can do is we can, because even if we redirect it to your real website, what I'm going to say, Sandra and Thomas, is you should open up another MailerLite using backinactionphysicaltherapy.org, your identity website right now. And then try using your Outlook email. Because it looked like they did it for Charles. So go ahead and do that and try that. All right. Here's a couple things. I don't know if Renew's here. Is anyone from Renew here? Is anybody from Renew here? Yeah, Sandra and Thomas, if for some reason you're having an issue with MailerLite, don't worry. What we can do is we can throw up some information on your homepage of your new site with the WordPress. We can go and do that just to get it approved. So no problems. We'll get that. We'll help you get that MailerLite account. All right. So Renew, nobody from Renew's on. Okay. Fit PTOT. Anyone from Fit PTOT? STL. Okay, so you guys have your sales page. Back in action. We're needing to get that MailerLite. As well as STL, we need that MailerLite. Okay, we sent you an email about that. We sent Back in Action email about the Stripe. Okay, so we'll go ahead and approve that. Looks like NV Pediatric, we don't have your MailerLite. And you guys, if you really want to get this machine rolling out quickly, also send us your Acuity scheduling login. You can't add me as a user. You can't add me as a user. But what you can do is send me your Acuity scheduling login, and I can help you get everything done. Team for Kids, you must complete Stripe setup. We need your MailerLite. Making therapy fun. We already have your Stripe MailerLite. It's on your Acuity. Make sure there's only one name. You got to choose who's going to be representing you in direct marketing. Don't use both August and Kaylin. It confuses people. So just have one person represent. And then, like I said, when they come in, all the person has to say is that one statement. Hi, my name is James. August is not available, but don't worry, we are associates and we do the exact same thing. So what I'm going to do is I can go ahead and make this Excel file, have you guys download it, and you can kind of see the comments. You can see the comments to see where you are with your funnel. Now, this isn't completed. Like, I haven't had a chance to go through all of Ohana to make sure that I'm looking at your choose page or opt-in page, making sure that you are personalizing it correctly. And there's also, right here, if you click on personalize, you got to make sure you personalize all of this. Really, the most technical part is setting up your Lightbox. So just watch this video. Just watch the video, and then here are the steps here. It's pretty simple if you just watch the video and go through it. So it looks like, for example, Hudson is Gail. Are you on? It looks like, and we're going to go and personalize your sales page for you. For a lot of you, we're going to personalize for you. But it looks like you need to add me, jamesco@indyfree.com, to your ads manager. So for Facebook, you have to use jamesco@indyfree.com. That's the only email that'll work to add me onto your Facebook. But you type in my name and you see my Facebook profile, then you click on it. That's really the only way to add me to your ads manager and your Facebook page. So back in Motion, same thing, add me to your ads manager. Back in Motion, you have some kind of a different looking schedule on your booking page. So that was an issue because it's not as user friendly. It's a little bit more complicated looking. I'm not sure what you did, but it looks, yeah, you have it like this. So they click on it and it's got drop downs, but you have like this recurring option. You don't want to have a recurring option. So versus here, I'll show you the booking page the way it should look like. It should look like this. So they show the next few days. If they want to see more times, they can. But if they click on this, this one has a recurring, we've got to remove that. And then they click on continue, then they can put in their name and email. So that's the way I prefer you to do it. So is there anyone from Back in Motion here? Rather than using this calendar view, I prefer that you use, I mean, if you want to use this, that's fine too, but just remove that recurring option. Okay, so then they go to their confirmation after they put in their stuff. All right, well, I mean, we can go with it and see how it goes. We can go with that and see. All right, Sandra, you're here. Sandra, I think you're close to being ready to go. I think you're close to being ready to go. So we should be able to launch yours very soon. All right, let's see. Yeah, Chris, I do. Let me see. Let me see if NB Pediatric Therapy. Yeah, I believe NB Pediatric Therapy. Yep, there you are right there. So let me make sure that we do that. So Miller Lite, you're good. Thank you, thank you. Hassan, you got your payment page? Oh, you added me with the wrong email. Yeah, make sure it's James at IndyFree. Everything is James at IndyFree except for Facebook, but you don't really use emails. You just gotta pick my profile. Yeah, Sandra Thomas, pick the free account for now. Just pick the free account for now. Once you get some results coming in, what's nice about the paid Acuity accounts, what's nice about the paid ones is that the paid ones allow you to text reminders, which, you know, that really helps. So if you see an issue with your people who pay for the exam and schedule, if they are not showing up for their exams, whatever, then, which is highly unlikely, but sometimes the text reminders are just nice. But you can get by with the free one right now. Looks like, all right, it looks like right now the best thing to do is submit a ticket at indyfree.com/support. Submit a ticket here as you get your pages done. The main thing, you guys, is I want you to get this page done, which is super simple. And then make sure that you personalize this page, because I want to look over it, make sure everything looks good before we push the button. And then that way, when they put in their name and email here, it takes them to the sales page. And then once they pay, it takes them to the booking page, which looks like this. And then they can schedule their session. Now here, one of the things I want to say is that, as you can see, there are a lot of slots because he's put in 20-minute durations. What I'm going to say, Hassan, is follow what I'm saying. Put in 30-minute durations, because it might take, you don't want to rush through the exam. And you want to have a little bit of time before the next one. But big thing is it shows too many slots. It looks like no one's taking advantage of this. And you have, so what you might want to do is go into your Acuity scheduler and then go to your business settings, go to the appointment type, right? So go to your 9x3 or 27 exam appointment type, click edit. Oh, I'm sorry. Go to availability, because that's, you're showing too much availability. And then go to scheduling limits. And I want you to make me look busy, automatically hide some available times. I want you to hide. If you offer too many time slots, people get indecisive and they might not schedule. They've already paid, but you still want them to schedule. Because the whole point is you don't want to be, you're not trying to make money off of the $27. You want them to show up. So for you, if you have a lot of slots, you may want to even, 50 or 60% of your hide 50, 60%. So that way it looks like you're not so available. This does matter. This does matter. You don't want to offer too many. So change it to 30 minutes. So when you go to Acuity, change this to, if you're offering too many slots, change it to 50% of the times you're going to hide it. But then go to appointment time and then go to that 27 exam, edit it, and then change this duration to 30. Trust me. There's a right way to do this. So don't have 20 minutes. I know you're fast, you could probably do it, but there's too many slots showing on your booking page. You don't want all of this showing. It just looks like nobody's signing up for it. So, and then also make sure that you put in your phone number here. You still have the generic one. So you guys make sure you go through your pages, click edit with Thrive Architect. Make sure you really look over that stuff. It's going to slow you down if I look at it and then I have to send you a message saying, hey, your booking page is not fully personalized yet. So, you know, it's just going to slow the whole process down. So go ahead and make those changes. All right. Sandra, you added me as an account admin for what? What did you add me as account admin for? So if you go through, you guys, if you go through each one of these, then, you know, just the prep steps, the banner, pages, personalize it, you know, just step by step, then set up your auto email. I'll go and put up a video here, then go to your booking page, make sure that you watch this video, optimize your schedule before embedding it into your booking page. Then request from me to put your personalized quiz into your choose page. Peds, I'm going to make a different quiz for you for your choose page. And then request your payment page from me. As long as you've given me access to your Stripe and MailerLite account, I can create a payment page for you. So submit a ticket, just click on this, submit a ticket, and request, make the request. Now, this is what it's going to look like. If you have never submitted a ticket before, just click on new users, register here, fill this out, create a new account, submit a ticket. Very, very easy. Is there anyone using our ticketing system right now? Is there anyone using our ticketing system that's submitted? Who's submitted a ticket before? And how is that process? And then once you make the requests, then Facebook is it. That's the last thing. So make sure you have a new Facebook page created. In this video, I don't have a video on how to create a new Facebook page. I think most of you already did that. But that's pretty straightforward. You just walk you through it. But as far as what it should look like and stuff like that, so you'll watch the video. Oh, wait. I do have a create a new Facebook page video. Oh, there is one. Oh, yeah. And then put this in the descriptions of the cover pic. Yeah. All right. That's cool. All right. And then here's the ad templates. I will go and put a video here of creating the Facebook ad. But as you guys know, if you guys remember, really, I can run through this one more time so you guys can kind of see. So you're going to hit create. You're going to pick conversions. But I'll create a video for you. And then you're going to name this, 9x3 exam, low back pain, whatever your campaign is. You're going to do a split test. And then you're going to hit continue. And then you're going to create a new custom conversion pixel. And you're going to put your payment page. You're going to put your payment page URL like that. And this is going to be the 9x3 exam pixel for low back pain or whatever, if it's peds, if it's developmental delay, whatever it is, this particular pixel, whatever your campaign is. So I'm just going to put low back pain. And then you're going to pick the category is initiate checkout. And you're going to put a conversion value of 300. It's not $300. It translates to $3. And then we're going to click create. But I already, oh, okay. And then you're going to click done. And then you're going to go find the 9x3 low back pain. You're going to click that. And then you are going to view the pixel. Sorry. Let's go to email pixel code. And then you're just going to grab this pixel and you're going to put it into. Now, this is the part that I want you to, that's why I want you to add me to your Facebook Ads Manager and your newly created Facebook page, because I want to put this pixel into your payment page. So make sure you add me to your Facebook Ads Manager, because I'm going to grab the pixel. This part's a little bit technical, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it for you guys. But I'm going to add it to the payment page, and then I'm going to install an event code for initiate checkout. It's really not that hard. And I'm going to put it right after the page view part of that pixel that I just showed you from here, from this pixel. You're going to just, once you paste it into your payment page, I know some of this is a little technical, but it's going to go right after this page view page, just like you see here. And then it's set. Your pixel will be set. So for example, if I go to Hassan's, oh, Hassan, you need to make sure you add me to your Facebook Ads Manager, because right now your Facebook pixel is not included onto this payment page. All right. So once you do that, once I go ahead and put the pixel, but you can set up the rest of this. You don't need to wait for me to put up the pixel. So we're going to test the placement. And we're going to edit ad set A to only go to mobile. And then we're going to edit ad set B, edit the placement to only go to desktop. The reason why is because every region's a little bit different. If we find in your region, for example, Mike Erlob, your ad, it was like drastically different. Nobody was clicking on your link from desktop. So instead of wasting 50% of your money, advertising money on both, if you find that most people are clicking on your ad from mobile or desktop, one or the other, then we shut off that placement and you end up getting all your money used for the mobile or used for the desktop, and you end up just getting more for your money. So this is just one way. There's other split tests. You can have different graphics on your ads and see which graphic gets more clicks. So there's just ways to keep narrowing it down to make it cheaper and cheaper for you to get results. And that's, that's the fun part. That's the challenging part. So you're going to do that. You're going to leave everything else like as is. And once again, for audiences, you are going to just put in your address here. So whatever don't just choose your city though. I want you to actually put in your address. So for example, if we go to, here is Hassan's address. So we're going to go ahead and put in his address here. And then we want to do, you have to tell me what your circle of influence is. not tell me, but you put this in yourself. Is it 5 miles? Is it 7 miles, 6 miles? You know, I don't know in your area what your circle of influence is. So you put that in there. Age, always narrow down the age. So I want you to go to at least 30. I usually go to 35. And then if you want Medicare, then I would just go after Medicare. I would go 55 plus or even 65 plus. But if you don't want Medicare, then you're gonna just go 35 to 64. And I think if you should have a preference. I think if you have a preference and just say men or women, I think that's even good as well. And then of course language, if you want to target people who speak Spanish, and you would put that in, as well as English. But if not, then just leave it. If you want, you can put in English. You just put in English all or English US, whatever. Detailed targeting. This is where it's important. Now, I was telling you guys before, do you guys remember what I said? What interests do you put in? Do you guys remember? Oh, yes, Mike. It was disproved. Here's what I'm going to say, and I'll put this on that page as well. All right, here's what I'm going to say. You guys, if you have some of you with ortho, you're going to get your ad's going to be approved, but then after a couple of days or so, it's going to get denied. All you got to do is you'll get a notification that's saying that your ad was disapproved. Don't worry. All you got to, and there will be a button that says review or appeal, something like that. All you got to do is, here, let me put this here. All you got to do, let me do it on here. All you got to do, and I'll put it on the tools page, but all you got to do is submit this. So what it's going to say, I hope you guys can see that. It says, I'm a physical therapist or occupational therapist. We're offering a discount exam for those with back pain or whatever your campaign is, looking for an all-natural way to find relief. Please approve the ad. Thank you. So if you just go ahead and click that button, I'll put the instructions here on, I'll go and put the instructions here at the bottom of this section here. But if you just do that, they will approve it. So you'll get a thing back that says, hi, James. Thank you for contacting us about your ad disapproval. We reviewed your ad again and have determined that it does not relate to politics or an issue of national importance and does not need to include your disclaimer. Your ad is now approved and we'll start delivering again soon. So you'll get a notification back and they'll just automatically turn your ad back on. So you're going to do that. I think most of you are going to probably ortho ads. Most of you, there's something in the wording that triggers this political thing. I don't know why, but anyways, that's all you got to do. But Mike, your ad, there was significantly more people from mobile than desktop. So don't even turn on the other one. Leave the desktop one off and let all your money go towards the mobile. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. I know you guys, there's a lot of moving parts to this, but you are more and more getting familiar with it. Your first direct marketing machine is very close. I'm going to take you by the hand and walk you through and get everything going, and make whatever modifications needed to make sure you get results. So are there any last questions? Keep coming to this 4 tools page. You guys make sure you don't share this page with anyone. Do not share this page with anyone. It is proprietary. It is protected by strict copyright. I made it like this so it's very easy for you guys to keep coming back to it, referring back to it, but make sure you don't share this only with your employees, your staff, but no other company. Once most of you are live, I'm going to put this in a members only section where you have to log in and stuff. But of course, I'll give you guys access to that. But I'm not going to leave it out here floating around in public for very long. So let's get your machine done. Is it reasonable to be able to get this running by Wednesday? Absolutely, Sandra Thomas. It's absolutely reasonable. The only issue right now is your MailerLite. So, and Sandra and Thomas, you guys, don't create stress for yourself. Don't create anxiety for yourself. If need be, you guys go have a good time for 2 weeks or whatever you're doing for 2 weeks. Don't worry about it when you get back. Everything happens in its own time, own right time, because there's people who will ask you questions when they see your ad and stuff. And if you guys are not responding quickly, you can lose them. So it might be best for you to just, don't create pressure, anxiety, stress for yourself. Don't create your own hell. Maybe just focus on when you get back from your 2-week thing. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to make sure this gets done with you. So maybe when you guys get back, then we can finish everything up. But, if you have other things to do, like I said, if you have other things on your plate, you guys don't create your own hell. Things are going to happen in its right time when it's right. Don't overburden yourself. Brian, Daniel says, under the ad portion for the Facebook ad, what should we put in identify format and links section? So this is done. Oh, you guys remember, don't use daily budget, use lifetime budget. Use an even split. Now, what I'm going to say is some of you, I want you to split test. I want the split test to run for 6 months. So go to, and actually here, let me see if I can just even, no, it's going to have you. So I want it to go, go like 6 months. Doesn't have to be exact, but like June 1st. Don't have it run for 30 days. You can leave 800 if you want, or you can do 1,000. Don't do any more than that for right now. And the set an end date though. I want you to set an end date into the future. And end the test early if a winning ad set is found. I want you to go and click that actually. I think in the class I said no, but I want you to actually click that. All right, so that's that part of it. And then let's continue. The split test length is between. Oh, so they're saying that it has to be 30 days. All right, I'm not sure. That's fine. Let's go and do that. They might have made a change to it. Let's go ahead and, so it's going to be for February 10th. All right. And then let's continue. And then now this ad name, you can just call it basic one. Those of you who are going to be doing the Direct Marketing Masters Club, we're going to create some split tests on some ads to even find out what graphics and which content words, just to narrow it down even more and more to get even better results for cheaper ads. So we're going to be making improvements. We're going to be testing more things. So then choose your page. Choose whatever page. Now, like I said, I don't want you to use your clinic page. I want you to use like your new, so like Tim with Back in Motion. I want you to use your new page. And then upload your image. So upload your image, whatever that might be. I'm not going to do it now. And then if you go here, you can download the ad template. Go to Facebook. Here's the ad template. Download the peds or the ortho. And then just copy and paste. Copy and paste that into your text. Put in your choose page, your first page. Put that URL in there. And then the headline, copy and paste into that. The call to action, I usually don't use a button. But if you want to put a learn more button, you can. Display link, I usually put promo or results. But backinmotionfl.com. And then paste the content for that. And then just, you'll see everything come up here, and then just hit confirm. And Facebook will approve it. If not, just appeal it with those words. Oh, one of the things I wanted to make sure we go over here as well is under the, I'm going to go back, is under the interests. Under the interests. I want to make sure that you guys put, for ortho, put physical therapy, people who have an interest in physical therapy. Write this down. So an interest, not jobs, not physical therapy jobs, but an interest in physical therapy. I also want you to put orthopedic surgeon. So let's see, interest in orthopedic, not job title, but yeah, let's see, orthopedic mattress, orthopedics. I want you to choose that. Also, if there's like a hospital nearby, a big hospital nearby you, try typing in that name. Anything that they may have tried or are thinking are solutions for their problem, I want you to add as many things as you can, even yoga. If you think people are trying to do yoga to fix their problem, then I want you to put that in. The more you can find interest and put that here, the better. Anything and everything that people might be doing to resolve their problem, I want you to put there. But make sure you at least put interest in physical therapy. Or, I don't think, let me see. Or occupational therapy. So make sure you put that in there. So whatever your campaign is on, whatever big problem you're solving, make sure that you're, no job titles though, no job titles, only interests. So we might want to try even, see if anything comes up with developmental interests, developmental disability awareness. So you would want to add that as, so PEDS campaigns, you would want to add that. So anything, so spend a little bit of time here on the interest, because when I go in and I look at it, I want to see. Now, I might go in there and remove or add some things to your ad just to make it better. But that's why it's so important to make sure that I have access. You guys, I am totally committed to making sure you get results. But like I said, it's very complex and there's a lot of moving parts. So if one little thing is off, it can affect it. That's why I want access. So I want to make sure I make it really good. That way in the future, you know what works, and then you can just duplicate it. You have everything so you can just copy for another big problem that you have a solution for. You can just copy and you can just do it. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say. After this conference, I've decided I'm just going to go and create a software to make all of this super easy so we don't have to like create pages and upload templates and stuff. I am going to give lifetime. Did you guys hear me? I'm going to give lifetime, free lifetime to this software. I just talked to my programmer. He said it's going to take 90 days to create this software so that we don't have issues with MailerLite. We don't have issues with anything. You don't have to create the pages. So we're going to eliminate all of that technical stuff, make this software super easy. We're given lifetime access to this first group, this first club members, the the Masters Direct Marketing Masters Club members. This first group, we're going to give lifetime free access to the software. I'm super excited, but just going through all this with you guys, I realized if I can eliminate like 70% of the technical parts, it'll be so much easier and faster for you guys to create as many campaigns as you want. So I am making a software for that. I'm giving free lifetime access. Those of you, a bunch of you are already part of the club. If you are not part of the club, I am going to go ahead and open up. So here, I'm going to go and put the join the DM Master Club here. Here's the link. Join it. You can see everything. It's for 12 months. I'm going to be taking you deeper and deeper, further along into your direct marketing success. Take you by the hand, but also giving you free lifetime access to the software once it is out. That will make it super easy for you to create more campaigns, making money as you get more new patients delivered to you. So, but this is only going out to this first debut founders. This is the first time we're doing this DM Master Club. We're going to be doing more in the future, but because we're weaning out of everything else, we're only focusing on this and MFM and Direct Marketing Club and MFM. I'm weaning out of everything else. So this first founders group for this first club, you're going to get lifetime access to this, free lifetime access to this software. Everyone else is going to have to pay monthly for it. It's not weekly. It's once a month. We're going to do a 2 to 3 hour training once a month, but you're going to be getting little videos, little reminders and things throughout the month, but every month, 2 to 3 hour training, and then you have 30 days to implement it, to get help from me. But most of it, you won't need help. You can watch a video, get it done, share the results. We're going to have a separate private DM Master Club Facebook group where we're going to be sharing a lot of updates, notifications, videos. I'm going to be doing some live video trainings there, but it's not going to take a lot of commitment. But once a month, we're going to do live 2 to 3 hour trainings. And it's for 12 months. I'm weeding out of everything, the APC, I'm only going to be offering the evergreen videos for that. I'm not going to be doing those live anymore. The only thing I'm doing into the future is this DM Master Club, this and MFM certifications. And once or twice a year, we're going to do the PPS conferences, but that's it. So the only coaching program you can get where you're working directly with me is going to be through this DM Master Club. I'm only working on direct marketing. Now, of course, throughout the year, I'm going to share with you things on how to improve your staff performance, because that's part of direct marketing. It's linked to your successfulness in direct marketing. So I'm going to be showing you what to say, what not to say, how to train your staff, but also how to get your new patients bringing in. So as you get more new patients from this direct marketing, how do you get them to bring in family and friends? So I'm going to be covering things like that as well. Also, how to create more time for yourself. Like, getting rid of reconciling bank statements, getting rid of you ordering supplies, getting rid of you reviewing your staff's performance, doing the competency reviews. How do you get that stuff off your plate so you have time to really focus on expanding your reach, really focus on gaining commitment from your clients, and then making sure your staff is trained to do so. So we're going to be covering all of these things throughout the next 12 months, but anything that is directly linked to your direct marketing. So this is crazy. It's like, it was like the day after. So Sunday was our last day in PPS 4.0. And Monday morning, I woke up and I'm like, you know what? Let's just create a quick, easy, simple software. This is nothing compared to other softwares I've created. And let's just create it. That way we can make our second machine even quicker, easier, and all under one roof. Even if you don't have a website, you can create a machine simple and easy. So this first club members are going to get it lifetime access for free. All right. The once a month live training, 2 to 3 hour live training, will most likely be in the either some months we'll be doing it kind of like we're doing it now, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Some months we'll do it at noon Pacific Standard Time. But like I said, even if you miss it, you'll be able to get the replay. And really the online module is really, because you're going to have things like this, easy to follow, so you can have your employee actually watch it and set things up for you. They ask you questions, they come back here and they do it. So it's going to be, the online module is really going to be where most of your step-by-step is going to be. The 2 to 3 hour training is really to get your mindset right, also answer questions, remove any obstacles that might be in your path, but also introducing new ninja strategies, because direct marketing is always evolving. And so like one of the things we're going to add is SMS texting, how to use SMS texting to even drive up more volume. We're going to be looking at how to use Facebook Messenger without actually having to put in a lot of time and having to monitor your Facebook page or have the staff monitor Facebook page. But there's a lot of automated messenger sequences. But that's more advanced stuff, but that's the kind of stuff, later on in this year, we will tackle that and make sure that you're doing it correctly straight out of the gates. A lot more email scripts, but just anything and everything to get more new patient volume. And then of course, super important, you have to learn how to actually move them from pain relief, function restoration, maintenance and prevention, but also then to fitness and then to wellness. So really looking at increasing the lifetime value of each and every client. So we're going to be jumping into that, but really mostly we're going to focus on direct marketing and generating new patients. So that's what the club is all about. Charles is asking, is there an Add a Buddy program? Absolutely. As long as you guys are related, they're your employee or related, they can, you guys can both have access. Just do not share, because this is protected by strict copyright. Do not share anything with like some other clinic owner. Don't share it with any new person. Only your employee or your relatives or spouse. That's the only ones that you can have. But otherwise, are there any questions? You know, if you really want, you know, it's about being serious. You know, you have to really want it. If you are going to make a change, and this direct marketing thing is a change, it's a big change for a lot of you. But if you really want to get to that next level, you can't keep doing the same thing. As long as you keep doing the exact same thing, you're going to keep getting the exact same results. I want to show you how to eliminate some of the baggage that's in your life, in your clinic right now, because so many of you are spending time on things like lower value things that are, you know, you can't waste your time, because time is the most valuable thing you've got. You can't get it back once you spend it. So really looking at creating time for yourself so that you have more time to do these really super high level things for your business. If you want to double, because everyone in the Masters Club, the goal is for you to be in the elite level of earning, not $90,000, $100,000 per year take home, not 120, not 140, but 250,000. That's the mark I want to see you guys hit. And once you have the volume coming in, once you can master direct marketing and really let go a lot of your daily tasks, bring on more staff, orient them properly, recruit properly, orient them properly, train them properly. Let them do it for you. Is Bob Herman here? Is he on the line? Then you can start earning 250,000 or more. But the goal is going to be 250,000. If you want to hit that, you can't keep doing what you're doing now. You have to focus, if you focus on direct marketing. And I'm going to show you the accessory things as well. Delegating, getting things off your plate. Then you can hit that 250 mark. Then you can have more time freedom. Only treating 20 hours per week, but yet through your business, making 250,000 a year. That's the goal. That's where I want you to get to. Some of you will hit it by the end of the 12 months. Some of you will get close. Some of you might subconsciously self-sabotage yourself. But if that's the case, I want to, you can work privately with me to make sure we remove those self-limiting beliefs, try to carve out those habits and get your new belief system up so that you can really hit those heights that we should be hitting. So I am going to be leaving for my cruise tomorrow at 3 p.m. So if you guys submit a ticket, I'm going to be looking at this chart, making sure that I'm making headway with some of you, getting your payment pages out to you. But I'm going to be leaving at 3 p.m. But I'm only going to be gone for the weekend. So it's not going to be a long cruise. It's not like a 2-week or even a week-long cruise. It's just over the weekend. So I'll be back. So don't worry. Sandra Thomas is, Sandra Thomas. I mean, if you guys want to try to get things done before you leave Wednesday, I don't really see why we can't. Because like I said, I'm going to be having time tomorrow morning. Plus, I'm going to be coming back Monday. So I'll have Tuesday to help you guys finish it up. But regardless of that, I mean, don't hinge your decision on doing the club. Because really, it's just some of this technical stuff. And the biggest reason is because your current website, the host is not letting you have access to anything, your emails or your cPanel or anything. You don't even have a WordPress site. So it's really that's holding you back. But otherwise, you guys, if you have any more questions, submit it at indyfree.com/support. Just make sure you submit your tickets, your questions there. But I'm going to be working on this tonight and tomorrow before I leave. And then also on Tuesday, when I get back Monday, I might even do some things on Monday night. But Tuesday, I want to make sure that you guys are launched so that we can make any tweaks if they're necessary. But all right, you guys, have a great night. I will see you. I'll be talking to a lot of you guys. I'll be sending you emails and stuff. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next week when I get back. Bye.